Hello there everyone, Dave here and welcome back to SuperGun video 2. And in this section I just wanted to do a quick assembly and a test. And just a follow-up from the last video, there's actually a couple of parts that we're going to swap out and we'll go into detail about those two things. It's relating to the RGB video and the audio, hooking that up, and we'll just go into that just now. Okay, so the original plan was to grab this SCART plug and wire up 5 signals from it. Red, green, blue, sync and the ground from the inside of this. And then we were going to pipe that across to the 9-pin D-type plug which goes into the back of the 1084 monitor. Thankfully, with a little bit of research that I did, we don't have to worry about soldering anymore. So these two parts we don't have to worry about. This here, my friends, is called the Philips CM8833 Mark II RGB SCART adapter, and it just so happens the pin out on those Philips monitors are 9-pin D-type with left and right audio breakout, and they are pin for pin compatible with the Commodore 1084S P1. So we don't need this little fella anymore for this project. We can put him away and use him for something else down the track. Awesome. So we go from RGB SCART in the back of the SuperGun to RGB SCART cable to adapter, and then from RGB SCART adapter to 9-pin D-type plug and the left and right audio. So that's the difference that we've made. Instead of soldering up our own cable, we can just use a couple of adapters which are readily available. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do now is to hook up the monitor. First we'll start with the power, mains power, which will just go into there. And then we'll do our adapter. So it's just a 9-pin D-type into the RGB port. Like so, and then audio left, and audio right. Right. Just basically turns this monitor into a SCART monitor. And, Alright, so we've hooked that up. Now we'll test the monitor out, make sure it's getting power. There we go. There you should see the little green light down the bottom right of the unit. Beautiful. So let's test our RGB. To do that, I'm going to use something that's proven. And by that I mean this. Good old Super NES. Okay. So we need to hook up. So I've got an RGB SCART for the Super NES. There you go. That's what it looks like. That's the RGB in for the monitor, and that's the AV out for the Super Nintendo. Hook this up. Plug in the SCART, plug the power in, whack that in there like so, and here we go. So I'm guessing the RGB works. That's a US NES. Right, now that we know that the monitor works, we can now move on to our assembly. And the first thing that I'm going to start with is the video cable. So, just plug that in like so. The next thing we'll do is our control pad, Super Nintendo control pad. So it's just a standard controller. There you go. That's the adapter. So I can use so it converts Super Nintendo into just standard 15 pin type, Z-type, which is I think the Neo Geo standard. Yeah. And then we'll just put that into our Player 1 controller port. Too easy. And last but not least is our power. And I'm just using the old ATX computer power supply, 20 pin, straight into this plug here. Easy as. And the last part of our test is the PCB. And the PCB that we will be testing out is an old game, an old classic game called Shinobi, which is a Sega game running on System 16B hardware. And just plug that in, make sure all the pins line up like so. There we go. And let's give our setup a test. Power. Fantastic. Everything seems to work beautifully. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the SuperGun running Shinobi beautifully on the Commodore 1084S monitor. So I just wanted to quickly show you an overview of the setup at the moment. So starting off with the PCB. This is Shinobi running on the System 16B hardware. On the left here we have all of the program and the sound ROMs connected to a daughter board. And on the right here, that's the main 68000 CPU used for executing the main code. Down a little bit further here is the dip switches. Those are used for setting up game options like the amount of lives, difficulty, free play, all that sort of thing. Down here is the sound CPU, which is it's actually a Zilog Z80B, but this particular one is an encrypted module that's got a battery backup. When the battery dies, you have to do some fiddling around, but it's easily enough fixed just by replacing the CPU and one of the ROMs on the ROM board here when the battery dies. So that's plugged into Sega System 16B converter to JAMA adapter. This is needed because these old Sega boards aren't channel compliant, so you need this converter to turn into JAMA. And then from there we've got a JAMA harness which connects into the SuperGun over here. Now we can see it running in action there. And we've got the three lights here. That's just telling us that there's -5, +5 and +12 being supplied. How much? 5.16 is going through. And that's the video. There's a video out, obviously, the SCART plug that we were talking about before. Over here is the Player 1 controller input, and plugged into it is a SNES converter. A little red light there, it tells us that all systems are go. And then in turn, a SNES controller is plugged into that, which goes back to here. Alright, so the way that this works with the Super Nintendo control pad is that each function of the arcade machine is mapped to a button, a specific button on the Super NES controller. So in this case, select, we'll select it, it's always the same. Select is credit, is coiner. So if you want to put credits into the machine, you just hit select. Start button starts the game. And for Shinobi, you've got three action buttons. You've got Y, B and A, green, yellow and red. This is jump. This is ninja magic, I believe. And this is shoot shurikens. For the expansion stuff, you've got 4 buttons. The X buttons comes in handy for Neo Geo. I think that would probably be mapped to button D. And then if you wanted to play fighting games later on, like SF and Mortal Kombat, you've got the 2 shoulder buttons to make up the 6 button controls, left and right there. So that's how that works. So let's give Shinobi a test run.
Mission 1.
Alright, the beauty of this game is that you can play it how you like. You can actually go ham and kill everything with shuriken stars, or you can play more reserved and more strategical and kill everything with CQC or close attacks. The reason why you'd want to do that is so you can get a huge 20,000 point bonus at the end of the stage. And that's the secret of getting the high scores in this game, is getting the special bonuses and getting the 5,000 point bonuses for the magic left over. So you just continue, just try and kill everything, count the enemy bullets, 1, 2, 3, like so, and then you can get in close. And get Spider-Man off there, chop in, and again jump across there, and use the CQC attacks where you can for the big points. There you go. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, jump over, attack. There we go. Oh, I got you. So, on the next video, I'm going to go through a bit of arcade inventory. Some of the stuff that I've had in storage is for like a few years now, it's like about 10 years, so it's interesting to see whether they still work or not, but we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching, everyone. Feel free to hit like and the subscribe button so you get notification of any future videos. Cheers, and thank you for your interest and support. Until next time, cheers. Dave out.